It's Tuesday, June 29th. First time in 6-year history of CUSMA, USMCA, TMAC, as I've talked about. The trade ministers are actually supposed to sit down and talk. Well, not face to face, but I guess virtually. I'm Jack Jackson, Manufacturer Daily. I owned a 34-year-old manufacturing company for 17 years, and tariffs killed me and I had to sell. Long story, but you can look at that in another video, or I can give me a call and I can explain. Anyways, I'm here to help. And so far, checking the news, nothing's saying that this isn't going to happen, but nothing's being confirmed at what time it's happening. So we're a little in the dark. But anyways, let's talk about what you need to do, regardless of what the politicians do. So here's a question I want you to sit with. Have I talked to my broker lately? Is my CUSMA certificate of origin up to date? And do I know all my HS codes that are going across the border? So let's get into those three. So have I talked to my broker lately? Let's see what we should be talking about. I think the best way to talk to this is not about a specific shipment, but about your business. What's changed in your product line? Who are your suppliers? Your U.S. customer base, or your import, export, depending on which way you're going. Custom brokers file what you give them. So they're not looking to create anything for you. You need to create it and tell them what to do. They're not watching your supply chain for changes. They're not checking whether your blanket certificate expired. They're not flagging your new aluminum supplier that has different origin of category than the old one. Sort of what I got caught in, which I couldn't change in time and had to sell the company. The upstream advisory work, the work that happens before everything reaches the broker, that's what we do. That's what keeps you out of trouble when the annual reviews are going to start. And that's what I believe is going to happen with this new CUSMA USMCA. They're going to clamp down on the reviews. So when's the last time you briefed your broker? Give me a call and I can help you ask the questions and go through the details that you have to make sure your broker's online with everything, because all they do is file. You are responsible if anything happens, as I learned. Secondly, HS codes. Every item you have to go across the border is universal HS codes. So if you don't have the proper code on the proper item and it's not descriptive enough for your broker, you could be hit with surtaxes and charges that you didn't even know you should be having. And again, that's where we help you. Go through all the HS codes that you have, all the inventory that you have. The worst HS code is the one that has other, because it means that you haven't done any detail. You've given it a classification category, but you didn't give it a classification code. These are the things that are going to be red flagged, and then they're going to be hit with the worst of the worst. If you saw one of my stories a little while ago, the Russian tariff rate was 200%. $17,000 order turned into a $35,000 tariff. Anyways, we figured that one out, but you don't want to be hit with those. And number three point that we talked about that we need to work on is your CUSMA USMCA certificate of origin. You need to have one at the border. You need to have one with your broker. You need to have one with every shipment. Plain and simple. They expire yearly. You need to keep them up to date. These are just the simple things. These are just 3 simple things that will help you at the border when the border starts clamping down and they start looking for red flags. And if you don't have these 3 red flags, you're going to probably be okay for a while until they get to the nitty gritty, if they ever do. We've been spoiled for the last decades, and I'm agreed. Like, we're a 34-year-old company. We got spoiled. Everything just kept flowing. We didn't pay attention. I didn't even have a file on all this stuff until I got whacked in the head March of 2025 with my first $8,000 tariff on one shipment that was only $20,000. It was like, what? So those are the things I see. I'm going to keep watching the news today to see if this is really going to happen, this meeting, and update you tomorrow, July 1st. in the morning I won't have much to say other than probably, are they meeting? And give you some more hints on what you need to do to make sure that you're not going to be caught in this new CUSMA crunch, USMCA crunch, TMAC crunch. I don't know. And that's what we got to figure out. Anyways, Jack Jackson, Manufacturers Daily. Please like, subscribe, pass this on to any friend that you know in the manufacturing world. We need to help everybody. Time's a ticking. Don't want to make it this, like I said, it's not a cliff that we're going to fall off. It's just a slow grind that's going to just eat up everybody over time. And we'll know more hopefully tomorrow. Okay, you guys have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.